U-Sports on CBC, presented by les championnats U-Sport à Radio-Canada, une présentation du gouvernement du Canada, the Government of Canada, Nike, Fox 40, Veriburn Medical Supplies, Les Bagues Baron Rings, APAR, and by BioSteel.
Hello everyone and welcome inside the arena at TD Place for our second semifinal of the 2025 BioSteel University Cup on CBC. My name is Tyler McDonald, alongside me Brandon Newell, getting ready to bring you all the action from game semifinal number 2 here today between the Saskatchewan Huskies and the Concordia Stingers. And let's take a look at our head-to-head matchup. A regular season record for Concordia, 21-4-3 for Saskatchewan. It was 23-5-0 and 4-0-2 in the playoffs compared to Concordia's 5-1. 148 goals for and 68 goals against for Saskatchewan. For Concordia, 119 goals for and 54 goals against. To take a look at some players to watch, and for the Concordia Stingers, well, what a game he had in the quarterfinal. Simon Lavigne, 2 goals, 1 assist, and was a dominant force as well in terms of his physicality. Just the big body, a huge slapper from the point to get that goal, and 2 apples as well. He was unbelievable on the blue line for Concordia. And for the University of Saskatchewan Huskies, wow, Dawson Holtz really came out to play for the Saskatchewan Huskies, pardon me. 2 goals and an assist for Dawson Holtz in that game. Uses speed to his advantage, just flying up and down the ice all throughout the game, along with 2 beautiful, beautiful goals for Dawson Holtz. And will be a huge player for the Saskatchewan Huskies if they want to advance and meet the U-Ottawa JGs in the 2025 University Cup Final. Concordia versus Saskatchewan, a berth for the national championships on the line. We'll see who will take place. Well, you're watching U-Sports here on CBC.
Le sport en direct sur ICTout.tv. 100% énergie. 100% gratuit. Votre meilleur plan de match pour voir des performances exceptionnelles sur l'appareil de votre choix. C'est ICTout.tv.
Hey U-Sports fans, check out shop.usports.ca for this week's promotional item from the Nike Team Collection. Visitez le shop.usport.ca pour en profiter de la promotion de la semaine de la collection Nike Team.
This is a call to empower, to unite, and to celebrate the bold in all their glory. It's time to own the ice. Are you ready?
As O Canada rings out here at the arena TD Place, we get set for action in semifinal number 2. Both teams have a great amount of traveling fans coming to support their respective schools as the number 3 Concordia Stingers look and take on the number 2 Saskatchewan Huskies here. Brianna Newell, it's going to be a fantastic matchup between these two teams. Two very, very similar teams as well, style-wise. And the Saskatchewan Huskies will be looking to rebound off of how they played, but they're going to have to get past this man. Nicolas Houtoviz had a .917 save percentage and 2 goals against in that that quarterfinal matchup, over Moncton. He was phenomenal in goal and stood strong at the other end. Roddy Ross in goal in the Saskatchewan Huskies, a 9.50 goal or save percentage and 2 goals against in the quarterfinal matchup, and has about 30 friends and family here in the stands who are loud and proud for the performance that Roddy Ross had in goal. Brianna, we're about to get set. Semifinal number 2 underway. Puck drop. We'll see who has a spot in the national championship along with the Ottawa GGs as Saskatchewan bring it back into their zone and down ice. Icing waved off. Lavigne to this near side. La Rochelle. Anctil takes a hit there as Giroud gets through one check on the far side. Bizier down low. Puck high up in the air. Kozer got it long and forward. On the far side, Giroud winds, fires! Oh, off the crossbar and up out of play, inches away for Giroud to open up the scoring, Brianna. That close.
It was a good first opportunity there. We're going to take another look at this first one that, again, it just deflected out into the netting after ringing that iron that came close.
Faceoff comes to the right of Roddy Ross. It's one back by Saskatchewan up to the point. Sent toward goal. Ross steers that to the corner. Holt forward on this near side. Petruik trying to make a move. Innes steps up and pokes him off the puck. Behind goal. Petruik causing trouble on the forecheck. It's chipped down ice by Charon. Prefontaine with some time behind his goal will look to start the breakout for Saskatchewan. On the far side he does. Gavlis gets it down in, tipped down by Saskatchewan on the stick of La Rochelle for Concordia. Lavigne. Up ice through the middle, couldn't find his man. Campbell is tipped in, icing waved off. Down low on this near side. La Rochelle will jump up. Bouchette, his chance. Rebound in front, and Roddy Ross holds on, and Saskatchewan looks to clear from in front of the net. They did such a fantastic job of doing that in the middle versus the game versus Queens. Saskatchewan did, Brianna, and trying to do the same today.
Exactly, and that's one of the keys when we were talking to head coach Brandon Cote, just making sure that they're staying contained through the middle there and out muscling, out battling in the front, clearing any type of loose pucks away from danger. So I definitely think that's going to be another key here this evening against Concordia.
Gauthier, right off the draw, Shuts chance, stopped by Ross. Holt on the far side will look to skate it up himself. Here comes Dawson Holt up over. Tipped in by Stebbings. Back behind goal. Big collision as Holt tried to lay a body. There's a stop in front, and holding on to that will be Otubiz on a sharp angle shot.
We're just going to see and talk about some key aspects to the game for Concordia specifically. So again, it's making sure that they are using their physicality, big team, looking to throw their body around while also staying disciplined. And again, getting ready for those second, third maybe opportunities on rebounds coming from Roddy Ross. So making sure they're getting shots on net and getting bodies to net to try to pick up those loose pucks.
Peltier all along the half boards, trying to find the puck. He cycles it back down low. Berthelot up to the point. Round toward the far side. Berthelot centering out in front, couldn't find a Saskatchewan Husky there, and it's cleared down ice by Concordia. Kozer. Kozer starts up, finds a pass on the far side. Berthelot makes a move through the middle, over the line he goes, trying to get past Innes. Apparently that's Bichette who stepped up. Knocked down by Saskatchewan. Berthelot's chance goes up off the stick of Fredette and out of play, and Fredette gets into it with Berthelot, and those two will have to be separated by the linesman.
You see a couple other teammates coming in to lend their moral support. Richardson backing up his team member there. And again, this is just the beginning of the little scuffles we're going to see between these two teams. Again, very similar styles that we were talking about. Both ends have big bodies that are willing to throw their weight around and kind of assert their dominance. So we're just going to take a look at the chance from Berthelot, and a good stick there that made sure that it didn't go anywhere near her two Bs. And you saw Fredette and Berthelot at the end of that, just exchanging pleasantries, you know, talking about the games before, the weather maybe that we're having in Ottawa.
It's snowing pretty hard in Ottawa earlier today. On this near side, Prefontaine shot turned away by Otobis. Prefontaine gloves it down, says another shot toward goal. Innes got a piece of it in front. Glove down on the far side. Gilroy racing away, worked on hard. Good defensive play from Gavlis. And that goes up out of play for a face-off.
And a good defensive play there by Gavlis, in addition to Holt, a really good player there for them. And again, similar to other games for Saskatchewan, a key aspect is pushing the pace, making sure that they're transitioning hard, forechecking hard, and again, bringing their style of physicality to Concordia, trying to assert their dominance there and stake their claim in this game.
Richardson battling down low for Concordia, trying to poke it forward. Gavlis picks it up on the far side. He finds an outlet pass. Prefontaine over the line, stops up, blows a tire, gloves it forward down low. And he gets a couple shots as well, and both players go down on the far side. Hand pass was called, that's why the whistle was blown. As Havlena is the other man down on the ice for Concordia. These teams getting acquainted with each other very quickly. Both can play the physical game and are showing that early on.
Well, it's always interesting, right, when you have two teams that are from completely different conferences, they never play against each other, and then all of a sudden they collide here at Nationals, and you just see the take-tail that happened there. I don't know if they were watching wrestling on their day off, trying to get some moves, but it was Prefontaine who ended up taking down Havlena, and the faceoff will come outside Concordia zone as it should after that hand pass from the Huskies.
So draw one by Concordia on this near side. La Rochelle tipped in by Prue. Bayros gets it over on this near side. Petruic up forward. Osquiavo trying to knock down that bouncing puck and insert it into the Concordia zone. Unable to. Prue. Knock forward. Roddy Ross is bumped into there by Charon, looking for a call. Huskies won't get one. Up at the point, Levine. His shot stopped by Ross. La Rochelle on this near side. Poked off the puck. Nice stick there from Cole Jordan. Charon keeps the line. Slaps one toward goal. Rebound is picked up by La Rochelle on the far side. La Rochelle behind goal. At the point, Levine. He fans on that one-timer. Centering up in front, picked off by Petruic, and he'll carry it up. Petruic To the far side, Osquiavo gets it in deep as his teammates change. Levine. La Rochelle. Didn't like what he saw, circles back. Levine. Whips it up down the ice, glove down by Kinneberg. Kinneberg to his near side. No Saskatchewan Husky there to receive it. Cleared back down in by Concordia. Slapped toward this near side. Big hit in the corner. Can really hear that as these boards are loud at TD Place. Here's Pillar. Pillar backhand toward goaler. Tubize holds on to his post strong. Stebbings trying to keep the line, unable to. And here's a 3-on-2 break the other way for Concordia. Huchette over to the far side. Shot toward goal. Up goes high and wide. Huchette to Lavoie, chasing it. He battles. Tops it down low. Bizier. Lavoie off the end board, trying to bank one toward Ross in goal. It's poked away by Saskatchewan. Anktil keeps it in, then turns it over once more. Stebbings on a break, all alone. Lavoie comes back to separate him off the puck. Keeler also battling in there for Saskatchewan. Where's the puck? It's in someone's equipment, the equipment of Anktil, I believe, and we'll have a face-off with 13:52 remaining here in the first period.
And again, so far, pretty even period between these two teams, exchanging shot opportunities, exchanging turnovers as well, as you see a little bit of a hit there in the corners. Mostly the boards, honestly, that make the sound, as we were mentioning. You hear all the hits here in the arena at TD Place.
Redo that face-off.
Just going to take a look and see how Saskatchewan, excuse me, I was going to say Saskatoon is doing in the face-off dot. And again, that's another key aspect for these two teams. For taking a look at how Concordia and Saskatchewan have done in the face-offs in previous games. So Saskatchewan specifically in previous game against Queens, they went 27 for 63 on face-off. So looking to have a little bit more dominance there in the dot, try to control the puck and get some opportunities off of that.
They win this draw, back to the D. Prefontaine holds the line, backhands it toward goal. Innes has it bouncing on his stick. Havlena to the far side. Anktil will chase for Concordia. Good hit by Keeler on the forecheck. Still work forward though by Concordia on this near side. Havlena gets up over the line, will softly lay it in. Keeler up forward to the far side. Berthlet, his chance goes wide. Around the boards into the neutral zone. Jordan sends it down in deep. Laid offside for Saskatchewan. Gives his Concordia some time to regroup in their own end as Levine just waits for options. With speed over the line, Agostino, since Concordia fans wanted a call, they're not going to get one. Agostino still working hard on the forecheck. Richardson, cross pass in front. Agostino's chance was blocked there. Ball standing out in front. Another chance is denied by Saskatchewan's D. Stolen once more by Concordia. Out in front. Great stop by Ross. Levine. Waiting, firing, and looking for a tip, and Ross holds on as Charles Savoie ran into him after the play.
And a couple good stops there by Ross, and again, he's staying steady and strong, and both teams exchanging a couple turnovers, and that's exactly what actually happened for that last sequence where you see the pass coming out from behind and that quick shot that Ross was square to. And just want to point out a really great play that Levine had done from behind the Concordia net, waited it out, took his time, and then made that really long stretch pass to Agostino that almost worked, but a great defensive play by the Huskies to disallow that.
We do this face-off as Trevor Wong will be given a warning.
I feel like we've been redoing a lot of face-offs throughout the games we've had so far.
Showing out the circle, Wong will, and Petruic will take his spot. Draw one back by Concordia. La Rochelle, shot toward Ross, bouncing but at the side of goal as the Huskies trying to box out and clear. Prue on the far side, works it up to the point. Levine plays it off his skate. La Rochelle couldn't swipe at it, and it's sent down ice once more by Saskatchewan, and that will go down icy. No, waved off last second. Los Chiavo chasing, causes a turnover, but sends it right back onto a Concordia stick. Here's Nadeau on the near side. Charon to Levine. Levine shoots! Oh, what a save by Ronnie Ross. He holds on for a face-off as he flashed the leather on that glove.
Oh, absolutely phenomenal stop there, and it really started with a great rush by Concordia, and Levine stepping up, as we've seen him do right in the slot area as Huskies had collapsed, the few that were there, and you could see Roddy Ross just be so aggressive in coming out well past the blue paint. Sharon, nice play there to Levine, and Roddy Ross just absolutely phenomenal play, not afraid to get out of his paint and cut down all the angles to make that stop.
Stebbings gets it over to the far side. Holt, cross ice pass trying to find Stebbings once more, was intercepted by Concordia. Campbell clears it out. Gaudio, Holt working on him, pokes it down low for Campbell. Campbell can't control it as Saskatchewan will bounce it off the boards and out. Ennis to the far side, Lavoie. Ross comes out to play it, will work it to this near side. Campbell first to it for Concordia. Lavoie sends one toward goal, hits the side of the net. Campbell trying to find it. Will land on the stick of the Huskies as Prefontaine on this near side now. Long stretch pass for Pillar, goes too far. Campbell fires it down in deep and heads off on a change. Davlis behind his own goal will wait to start things up as we're over 9 minutes gone here in our opening period. Still no score between these two in our second semifinal of the 2025 University Cup. Down low, Saskatchewan first on it. Good hit from Havlena down low to separate the man. They can't clear though, it's kept in. Bayros had that chance toward goal. It's picked off once more, up over the line. Trying to get a pass back, Anctil got in between that. Jordan now will just send it down for Saskatchewan. Havlena. Fredette. Tipped down ice. Ross plays it behind goal. Will backhand it to the far side. Bayros. Can't clear at the point. Levine sends a shot toward goal. That goes wide. Berthlet. Trying to battle, has teammates helping him along the half boards. 5 players looking, trying to find where that puck is. At the point, La Rochelle keeps it in, makes a move. La Rochelle, and gets bodied there. Great hit coming from Keeler. Levine works back behind goal. Levine to La Rochelle. One-timer, good blocker save from Ross. Bizier stops up, looking for a pass back, unable to get one. Huskies can't clear still. Bizier finds his back cross ice. Pass to Levine is stopped. Good stick work from Cole Jordan to deny Levine on getting a shot away. Savoie with speed. Gets a pass back, intercepted by Saskatchewan. Penner gets it over the far side. Renier can't glove it down. Still picked up though and poked now out by Concordia. Saskatchewan calling for too many men as Fredette came off the bench. They won't see that call go their way. Lavoie to Richardson. Richardson down in deep. Savoie will chase. Kittenberg battles there with Savoie. Still trying to find the puck. 6 players trying to battle at it. It comes loose to the side of goal and Saskatchewan come up with it 2-on-2 the other way. Penner gets it down in deep and peels off on a change. Fredette. Lavoie. Tipped in by Charon. Ross behind his goal. Around the boards to a winger. Takes a bounce and stays in by Havlena momentarily. Now here's a break the other way. Los Chiavo racing in. Los Chiavo is separated off the puck by Innes on that hard back check by the Concordia defender. 3-on-3 the other way now. Havlena over the line to the far side. Nadeau. Lost it. Back now, Petruic for Saskatchewan. Numbers for the Huskies. Petruic has it once more, top of the circle. Trying to find Prefontaine on this near side. Prefontaine sends it down low. Wong back behind goal. Waiting for options, trying to find an open man. Wong will backpedal toward the far side. Switches with the D. Wong, top of the circle, looking for tip down low, and Petruik couldn't get a stick on it. Nadeau makes one move in the neutral zone. Over the far side, it's Prue. Prue, good stick there from Prefontaine. Delay call coming up as it shot goes and ends up past Ross and in the net, but the whistle went before. Tripping will be the call, and with 7:28 left in the first period, we'll see our first power play of the evening, and we'll take a break as well as the ice crew comes up and we'll clean the ice in the meantime. 0-0 the scoreline between Saskatchewan and Concordia. Prue heads to the box, and Saskatchewan will have a power play after this break. You're watching U Sports on CBC.
Le sport en direct sur ICTout.tv. 100% énergie. 100% gratuit. Votre meilleur plan de match pour voir des performances exceptionnelles sur l'appareil de votre choix. C'est ICTout.tv.
This is a call to empower, to unite, and to celebrate the bold in all their glory. It's time to own the ice. Are you ready?
Welcome back here to the Arena TD Place. Both these teams with golden trophies on their way here to the semifinal, a Queen's Cup championship for the Concordia Stingers, winning against TMU 4-1, and for the University of Saskatchewan Huskies, Canada West champions, a 2-1 series win over Mount Royal to win the trophy at home, win the Canada West championship at home, and an absolutely electric atmosphere in Saskatchewan for that game 3 as well. They have a power play, the best power play in the country as well, going to work here midway through the first period, and at the point, Kozer. Petruik trying to send it down low for Holt. Fanned on that one. Holt now back behind goal. Los Chiavo. Drops it there. Keeler to the far side. Kozer to the point. Petruik. Los Chiavo, one-timer. It's a side of goal. Missed there by Kozer, and it's sent down ice by Concordia.
Good puck movement there coming from the Huskies, and a good couple one-timer opportunities, just hitting it wide a little bit. Holt missing almost a wide open net. You bet he'd want that one back.
Number 5 PK in the nation in the regular season, trying to kill this one off. 1:05 remains in the Saskatchewan power plays. It's cleared down ice once more by Concordia. Kozer makes a move in his own end to get away from the forechecking Charon. Drops it now. Holt. Up over the line. Holt still on it. Stick handling. Lavoie takes him hard into the boards. Wong on this near side. Kinnenberg to Holt. Kinnenberg. Waiting. Fires. Blocked there by Nadeau. Kinnenberg to the far side. Long on this near side. Over the far now it's Pillar. His chance. Glove save, and holding on once more is Utzelbees, and will have a face-off in his own end. 15 seconds remain in the Saskatchewan power play.
And a good job so far by Concordia on the PK, making sure that they're getting in lanes. You just saw the opportunity that Holt had on that back door. And again, just want to bring your attention to the little bit of the micro battle that was happening during this PK. Lavoie in front of the net with the ball, doing a good job making sure he kept his head on shoulder. Huge hit there.
Pillard knocked down by Havlena. Kinnenberg at the point. Here's Wong, works it down low. Up to the point, Kinnenberg blows a tire, trying to keep the puck in, does momentarily, and the Concordia Stingers get a kill. Back to even strength hockey now. Lavigne To the far side, Anctil over the line. He comes. Bouncing puck is swiped at by Prefontaine. Centered there and goes through everyone. On the far side. Turned over. Back though. Stebbings. His shot. There's a juicy rebound out. Saskatchewan can't find it, and Anctil will take it the other way for Concordia. Bouchette. His shot toward Ross. It was up and out of play, and a face-off with 4:48 remaining here in the first period.
It's probably one of the better opportunities that Huskies had on that huge rebound coming from Urtubise, but the players that were in front did a really good job of making sure that they clear the puck. First off, a huge hit there by Havlena. Another angle where we saw that big hit coming from Edmonton. And so far during this first period, Havlena has really stood out in my mind in terms of bringing the physical tone for his team here.
Prefontaine carries it up over the line, will chase himself. Levine first to it, takes a bump from Prefontaine. Bouchette, 1-2 pass forward, makes a toe drag in the neutral zone and will work back in his own end. La Rochelle. Knocked in by Gaudio. Jordan first to it for Saskatchewan. Around the boards to the far side. Bayros. Cleared down ice by Saskatchewan. Icing waved off. Fredette has to race back in his own end. Long trying to knock that out of midair. It's into the neutral zone. Richardson gets past one. Jordan comes over in time to deny that opportunity. Off the boards. Saskatchewan clear. Fredette picks it up. Lavoie to Richardson. Richardson knocked over there. A good hit coming from Wong. Jordan. Bayros. Long dump in attempt. It's offside. There's icing, I believe, actually, pardon me. Icing called.
Yeah, just didn't quite make it fully over that red line, so it'll come back all the way into the Husky zone. It'll be to the left of Ross. And, you know, we've seen other teams, including Concordia and Huskies, make up some face-off plays and have success from that. So anytime you're coming back into the zone for an icing is an opportunity for that opposing team to get something going and have some sustained zone pressure.
Sent down ice once more by Saskatchewan, and we'll redo this face-off inside of the Husky zone with 3:36 remaining in the first period.
It almost looked like they were trying to get something going and spring Lusciavo, but Lusciavo maybe not on the same page or recognized he was too far behind to really make any type of attempt at it.
Another face-off, this time to the right of Ross. Back official, just making sure the far wingers don't cheat in on the draw. Trevor Wong will take the face-off here for Saskatchewan, loses it to Bizier, but it's won so well it ends up in the neutral zone. Saskatchewan will change two. Anctil over the line to the far side, gets a pass back. Anctil on the backhand, that goes wide. Kozer hit hard, trying to find Jordan. Pillar can't clear, Levine keeps it in. Pillar in the corner. Nice work on the far side by Los Chiavo, trying to keep it in, or get it out, I should say. It's kept in by Concordia. Giroir got a stick up high and gets driven from behind, and that's going to be a penalty to Pillar. Boarding will be the call, cross-checking either way. It's 2 minutes, and Concordia now will head to their first power play of the evening with 2:59 remaining in the first period.
And it was Giroir who ended up sustaining that hit, and always a little bit nervy coming from that angle and a little bit of a distance from behind. A missed call there maybe on a high stick. Giroir continues to battle and again gets drilled a little bit from behind, but
see Saskatchewan 2 for 4 in the quarterfinals on the power play. Concordia didn't get a single chance on the power play. First time we're seeing this unit go to work here at the University Cup, as we'll redo this face-off. They had the second best power play in the OUA at 23.9% in the regular season. That was 7th in the nation, but they're up against the #1 penalty kill in the nation, 89.4% for the Saskatchewan Huskies. Their special teams has been one of the main talking points of this tournament. Best special teams on both ends. And they need their penalty kill to go to work here. Savoie on this near side for Concordia. Cross ice pass. Lavigne. Back to Lavigne. Was one-timer blocked in front and cleared down ice by Saskatchewan.
Big block there coming from Holt, and again, that's part of their PK and why it's been so successful as well. Not afraid to get in the lanes, block those shots, sacrifice the body to make the play, and keeping themselves so contained to not allow anything from the slot area.
Campbell. Here's Savoie on this near side. His chance, and that's blocked in front by Prefontaine. Bouncing puck. Knocked down by Levine with his skate. He has it on this near side. Works it down low. Unable to find it. At the point, Levine. One-timer on the far side. Good save from Ross to get over in time, denying Houchette. Levine walks in. Backdoor pass. Rebound there. Ross sprawls out. And plays whistle down. What work from Roddy Ross on the far side to get over in time and deny the man backdoor. That was Gaudio, I believe, trying to put one home on the power play.
Oh, you had Gaudio there. You had Houchette the play before. Absolutely athletic, acrobatic stops coming from Roddy Ross to make sure that this game remains tied at donuts on both sides. Just taking a look, pass over to Levine. Levine recognizes teammate backdoor, and again, Roddy Ross just squared to it, denying that completely.
The penalty box door is open. There's going to be a roughing call called against both teams. And it's going to be gaveless for Saskatchewan. And I believe it was Charles Savoie who went into the penalty box for Concordia, offsetting minors, so we'll stay 5-on-4. There's 49 seconds remaining in the Concordia power play, 1:48 remaining in the first period.
You know, I always liked that as a defender or forward, whatever position. As long as you're taking someone off with you, I'm okay with that.
La Rochelle over the line, fires it in around the boards to the far side. Kozer gets it down ice and clears for Saskatchewan. 35 seconds remaining in this Concordia power play. Lavoie drops it. Up by Giroir over the line. Gets it down in deep. Kindenberg was chasing back there. He has it once more. His backhand goes only to the point. La Rochelle fires. Knocked around. Rebound is put wide by Anctil. Kindenberg on the block for Saskatchewan. La Rochelle, 8 seconds remaining in their power play. On this near side, La Rochelle skates behind goal, waiting for options. Up at the point, one-timer is blocked in front once more by Holt, and we're back to even strength. Holt gets the pass back, trying to spring a 2-on-1. Saskatchewan able to break out for that 2-on right away, but they still have it. It's Stebbings. Backhands it down in deep as we enter our final minute of play of the first period. Pillar on the forecheck, the lone forechecker there for Saskatchewan this time as the puck goes up and out of play into the Huskies bench.
A good kill there overall by the Huskies. It was good sustained pressure though coming from Concordia. A couple good looks and they were able to come inside the slot as well. As you recognize that last opportunity that got blocked and then a final one that ended up going wide. But overall, good puck movement, good sustained pressure, a couple good looks. And you know, Saskatchewan, they're really known for, again, containing to the outside. But I do find Concordia has done a relatively good job finding opportunities coming through the middle in that slot area where they're wanting it.
Prue takes a bump there, but gets a pass forward. Nadeau over the line trying to spring his man. Charon. His shot goes, hits the side of goal. 20 seconds remaining in the period. Bayros pinned up against the boards, battling. Concordia come up with it. Charon up to the point. Shot takes a couple deflections and goes high. Less than 10 seconds remaining in the period. Prue trying to center that one. It's knocked away by Saskatchewan. 3 seconds remaining as Peltier blows a tire and unable to convert. And at the end of the first period, we will stay scoreless. Donuts on the scoreboard for both sides. And what was a back and forth first period. Not a lot of huge chances created. A defensive work on both sides showing why they're so good and why they both won championships. Defense, winning champion.
I do find, though, Concordia had a good couple quality opportunities. I found Saskatchewan coming into the second period. They really need to get more shots on Urtubis. Didn't find that they really tested him all that much. Wasn't too busy there. And then for Concordia, coming back into the second period, it was mentioned when we were catching up with the coach, Marc-Andre Alemant, before the game, that turnovers really need to be managed. And we noticed quite a number of them, whether it was in their zone a couple feet inside the blue line or outside in the neutral zone, really need to do better with the puck control and the puck management.
We saw that box out from Saskatchewan really work efficiently there. It even when Concordia got down low, 3-4 Saskatchewan Husky players were there to put the body on.
They really converged. And
Yeah.
I like that they supported each other. And again, they're outnumbering to be able to win the puck battles, whether it's in the corners or whether it's in front of the net. They did a very good job with supporting each other. But again, need to do a little bit better, I find it, even in terms of the physicality. And with that, I think we'll go down to Declan DeBarp with head coach Marc-Andre Alemant for a couple words.
I'm just here with Concordia Stingers head coach Marc Alemant. 0-0 the score, but your team has made a commitment to winning those board battles down low. You've generated a lot of opportunities. Can you talk me through how this has changed for Moncton?
Yeah, you know what? We're good when we have an active stick on a forecheck, and I think our guys did a good job that period. And I find we had a lot of offensive zone time, so we just got to keep it up.
7 saves from Canada West Goalie of the Year, Roddy Ross. What's the key to beating one of the best goalies in Canada?
We're going to have to get in there, get some traffic in there, and get the second chances. They're good at boxing them out, so we're going to have to be there and get those loose puck.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Marc-Antoine. Back up to you guys.
Thank you very much, Declan, and thank you to Marc-Andre Alemant. We talk about that box out. We talk about getting bodies in, just exactly what Marc-Andre Alemant was talking about. And
It's almost like they heard us.
It's almost like he heard us. It's exactly what Concordia needed to do.
Yeah, they need to get traffic out in front. Again, they're doing a good job for the most part getting the chances, but they need to take away the eyes, and they need to be able to capitalize on the second chances and beat that box out.
0-0 scoreless after the first period of play between Saskatchewan and Concordia. We'll take a break. Our first intermission coming up. You're watching U Sports on CBC.
We are athletes.
Do you know what Husky athletes are made of?
Determination.
Hustle. Resilience. We're part of a team and a community.
We work hard for every goal.
And every grade.
Do you know what Husky athletes become?
Pharmacists.
Teachers.
Professionals.
Olympians.
When you invest in student athletes, you invest in the future. When you elevate her, you elevate the game. Watch women win.
Everyone watches Husky women's sports.
See her, be her.
This is a call to empower, to unite, and to celebrate the bold in all their glory. It's time to own the ice. Are you ready?
Hey U Sports fans, check out shop.usports.ca for this week's promotional item from the Nike Team Collection. Visitez le shop.usport.ca pour en profiter de la promotion de la semaine de la collection Nike Team.
Welcome back here to the nation's capital. 0-0 the scoreline between Saskatchewan and Concordia, and it's time now for our U Sports Championship Spotlight, brought to you by PepsiCo Foods Canada.
For this U Sports Champion Spotlight brought to you by PepsiCo Foods, we sit down with Alain Lavoie, a track and field athlete from Moncton, to learn about his impact in and around his community.
Oui, je suis ici comme étudiant athlète, mais je suis beaucoup plus qu'un étudiant athlète. Je suis une personne très engagée au sein de la communauté. Puis c'est surtout pour ça qu'on me connaît. Donc, je suis impliqué un peu partout sur le campus et à l'extérieur du campus aussi. Je suis une personne qui est quand même joviale, qui aime avoir du fun. Fun fact about me, j'anime les karaoke, ça fait 4 ans. Les karaoke, c'est l'activité la plus populaire sur le campus de l'Université de Moncton. Depuis la pandémie, c'est une activité qui pogne à peu près 100 à 200 personnes, 300 personnes par semaine. Mon objectif personnel et professionnel que je souhaite un jour accomplir, qui est très ciblé, c'est pouvoir intégrer un programme de littératie financière dans le système scolaire du Nouveau-Brunswick. Puis c'est ça serait mon rêve, je te dirais. Puis j'ai jamais partagé trop ça à personne. Et là, je le fais en entrevue. Mais honnêtement, ça serait ça mon rêve à long terme. Je pense que c'est très important et je le vois, ce manque-là, dans les différentes formations que je fais. Bien, en fait, la littératie financière ou l'éducation financière, pour préciser pour les personnes qui ne savent pas, c'est ça qui va orienter tous nos décisions en quelque sorte dans l'avenir. Donc, comment on fait en sorte pour, premièrement, se retirer et avoir une maison, par exemple. Donc, toutes les décisions, beaucoup de décisions, en fait, de notre vie découlent d'une éducation financière. Qu'est-ce qui fait en sorte qu'on peut se permettre de prendre des journées de travail, de congés pour aller voyager ou des trucs comme ça? Bien, c'est tout dans la gestion de la littératie financière. Puis, on peut voir que, avec les sondages et tout, que les jeunes sont de moins en moins éduqués par rapport à la littératie financière. Puis, il y a un gros travail à faire qui est entamé, donc ça s'améliore, mais c'est pas assez encore. Donc, avoir cette compétence financière-là permettrait aux jeunes de prendre des décisions beaucoup plus éclairées en grandissant, que ce soit pour leur choix postsecondaire, que ce soit leur choix personnel, etc. Je pense que c'est très, très important. C'est surtout ça. J'ai rencontré Justin Trudeau à l'ambassade du Canada, le premier ministre du Canada. Il nous a demandé pour le rencontrer et finalement, tous les plans ont été changés et on l'a rencontré à l'ambassade. Bien, on a eu la chance de discuter des enjeux en éducation. J'ai eu la chance de faire un petit speech de 4 minutes au premier ministre. Donc, tout ça, c'est des expériences je sais pas, c'est des expériences inoubliables en quelque sorte, là.
At the University of Ottawa, we're open to people and cultures, to diversity, to open fields where minds run free, to possibility and discovery. We're open to changing times that force us to grow, and bold ideas that shake the status quo. We're open to balanced lives and spirits that thrive. But most of all, we're open to you.
This is a call to empower, to unite, and to celebrate the bold in all their glory. It's time to own the ice. Are you ready?
Feel every hit, goal, and celebration as if you're standing right on the sideline, immersing you in the game like never before, bringing heart-pounding action directly to millions of fans. We deliver unparalleled simplicity and tailor-made digital broadcasting solutions crafted to make you feel every moment in a way like never before. Our passionate team ensures your message reaches audiences reliably every time. Proudly Canadian, we bring a touch of innovation and our passion to the world stage. ISI Live, be there.
Hey U Sports fans, check out shop.usports.ca for this week's promotional item from the Nike Team Collection. Visitez le shop.usport.ca pour en profiter de la promotion de la semaine de la collection Nike Team.
Aussi bon que Messi! C'est pas aussi mauvais que la cigarette, ça?
C'est juste une vapoteuse.
Fais-toi pas d'illusions.
Vapoter, c'est jouer avec sa santé. Brise l'illusion.
Le sport en direct sur ICTout.tv. 100% énergie. 100% gratuit. Votre meilleur plan de match pour voir des performances exceptionnelles. Des athlètes de grand talent. Des sports de haut niveau. Tout ça sur l'appareil de votre choix. C'est simple et gratuit sur ICTout.tv.
U Sports on CBC, presented by les championnats U-Sport à Radio-Canada, une présentation du gouvernement du Canada, the Government of Canada, Nike, Fox 40, Theraburn Medical Supplies, les Bag Baron Rings, A-Par, and by BioSteel.
Welcome back here to the nation's capital as we take a look at some highlights presented by Marriott of that first period. And it was a back and forth first period between both these teams. The physicality really came out on both sides. We knew that was going to be a big talking point in this hockey game. Both teams can play with that physical edge and some big hits being laid on both sides. Saskatchewan only managed about 5 shots in that game. We'll get to our stats momentarily. It was the Concordia Stingers with maybe the best chance of the day, but Roddy Ross was strong in that Saskatchewan goal, making a huge glove save there. And a good defensive play from Innes as well for Concordia. Ortobes was busy sprawling all over a little bit, but was there to make the key saves when needed. Concordia blocking shots, and here's a huge hit from Havlena, the biggest hit of the tournament so far. Another good save coming from Roddy Ross, who was called on a couple times from his team. Concordia trying to get those bodies in toward the net like you saw there. Saskatchewan, one of the few times that they've let the Concordia Stinger in that home plate area to get a quick shot off on Ross. And we'll be looking to work better on their box out a little bit in that second period as we take a look at our stats after the first period play. Shots in favor of Concordia, 10-5. Both teams had a power play opportunity, but were unable to convert on those power plays. Both have a very, very good power, but the penalty kills groups for both teams are just so good that it's going to be hard to break down both teams' penalty kills. And at the back end of both those penalty kills was Otobes and Roddy Ross. And we take a look at both goalies here so far. 38 saves for Roddy Ross is in the opening game. The Meadow Lake, Saskatchewan native was very, very strong in that game versus Queens. Nicholas Otobes against Moncton, a .916 save percentage, made 22 saves. The Mirabel, Quebec native, huge for Concordia all season long, and will need to be as well here in this semifinal if they want to work their way to a national championship final.
And the goaltenders always being a big talking point, especially as they are usually a game-deciding factor for their team, especially when the margin for error is so minimal, quite honestly. And, you know, a little bit of a difference that Roddy Ross is a larger body. I would say takes up a lot more of the net. Urtubis is a little bit smaller, but very mobile, very agile in his goalie crease and able to kind of make those stops. Again, Urtubis is a little bit less busy, I would say, than Ross down at the other end. Concordia having a couple more quality chances, one of them being off Levine as he had stepped in, and Ross flashing the leather there. So again, it's going to take traffic in front of the net. It's going to take maybe some dirty goals. Might not be the prettiest goals that we've seen, but still counts all the same.
Huskies take the ice for the second period. There you see Roddy Ross, and he's got a phenomenal following here that have traveled with him, families and friends cheering on with Ross jerseys and Ross signs, and you love to see the support for Roddy Ross. He's been such a key part for this Saskatchewan Huskies team. Just a phenomenal .928 save percentage this year in Canada West during the regular season, and a veteran has been a key part. Just so calm and collected. A big body in that Saskatchewan net, takes up a lot of room, and that's allowed Saskatchewan to be where they are now, but as well have the confidence to, when they do collapse down low, Ross is there to make those in-tight saves because of his big body.
And on the flip side of things too, Ross knows that he has good players out in front of him, that if he does give out a rebound, he's confident in his teammates that are in front of him to be able to clear the pucks away. And we've seen that even during the first 20 minutes where there were a couple pucks sitting out in the front, but the way Saskatchewan plays, they converge so close down, they congregate together to make sure that they don't allow that puck to be sitting there for very long for a second or third opportunity.
Can anyone get on the scoreboard here in the second period? No one could find Twine in the first as we get set for period number 2 of semifinal number 2 of the 2025 BioSteel University Cup. Puck drop run away here in our second period as it's won back by Concordia. Down the ice, Kozer spinning away from a check. Puck turnover on the far side. It's Bizier trying to cause disturbance on the forecheck. Kinneberg gets it back down. Kozer to this near side and cleared out to the neutral zone. Ball gets it down in deep. La Rochelle gets hit hard there. Big hit coming from Renier. La Rochelle backhands it to Levine on this near side, around the boards. Renier picks it up on the wall. To the point is Prefontaine. His shot takes a couple deflections and goes wide. Picked up now by Concordia. Giroir makes one move through the neutral zone. Can't get a pass back though. Wong skating forward, got it in, chasing La Rochelle. Around the boards to the far side. Bizier, 2-on-2 now. Here's Anctil with it. Anctil crunched up against the boards. Los Chiavo laying the hit there. Jordan trying to find Bayros on this near side, and Urtubis will just paddle that down and hold on for a face-off.
And not even 2 minutes in, really only a little bit over a minute. I find that the Huskies have come out, maybe they had a talking to from their head coach in that intermission about the physicality level needing to be a little bit higher. We come out and we had seen, I think, 5 hits in a row just from that initial forecheck by the Huskies. One there just thrown on behind the net. Another one on Anctil by Los Chiavo, absolutely crushing him. So it makes you wonder if there was a little bit of a talking to have that be a focal point during the second period.
Havlena plays it forward. Nadeau. Poke back and forth. Charon will get it down and deep on Ross. He steers that to this near corner. Kinneberg lays it out to the middle. It's turned over. Charon backhand stopped by Ross. Wong. Kinneberg. Los Chiavo on the far side. Petruic, it is skates over the line. It's picked up once more by Wong. He gets dumped there by Havlena, who steers it into the neutral zone. Havlena gets it back, but Prefontaine blows a tire. Havlena goes around him, centering pass, trying to go sharp side. Unable to get that, hits the side of goal, that shot. Way up high in the air, puck bounces down. Bouchette. Havlena at the point. Fakes a shot, now shoots. Tip in front by Charon, goes wide. Prefontaine. Out to the far side, Saskatchewan break out into the neutral zone and dump it in to head off on a change. Levine, chased by Pillar, is forced out to this near side. Rouchette couldn't tip that in. They battle forward at the red line. It's picked up by Concordia. Levine off the skate of Holt. Holt off his skate, comes over to La Rochelle. Rouchette picks it up for Concordia over the line. Gaudio to Levine. His shot looking for a tip. That goes wide. Campbell was parked out in front. Rouchette couldn't find his man. Gallus clears and carried out by Saskatchewan. Here's Pillar with it. Pillar cuts toward the middle. His shot goes wide. Prefontaine centering pass. Couldn't find anyone on a Huskies jersey. That next shot goes up high as well. Campbell off the shin pad of Stebbings, down ice, and Concordia get a change. Gavlis carries it up, stops at the blue line, and will let Concordia take possession. Lavoie. Big hit at center ice there, is laying in the body with Stebbings. Cross ice pass to this near side, trying to find the Huskies are the twine. Barros on this near side, shot toward goal is blocked in front. Glove down by Peltier. Peltier spins, fires, tip in front, and unable to get there as Keeler to get a stick on it. Agostino takes his man to the boards. Keeler on the near side. Jordan at the point. Shot goes wide, picked up by Concordia. They try to clear, knocked down, sent back low by Berthlet, but cleared right back out by Concordia. That goes down ice, icing waved off. Barros first to it, leaves it there for Jordan. On the far side, it's turned over. Agostino's chance is stopped by Ross, who had the glove out in time to hold on for a face-off at 15:38 remaining in the second period.
And again, Ross coming out steady in this second period, and we'll take a look at what exactly transpired, but it was a nice shot opportunity coming from the Concordia Stingers. Agostino was really the recipient from a turnover from the Huskies. That's what we're talking about. Puck management is a key really in every game, especially when it's inside your zone. You have to be so careful with the puck and intentional with where you're throwing it.
Battle in front of the Huskies bench. Giroir comes up with it for Concordia. He tips it down in deep. Anctil chases. Kinnenberg tied up with Anctil. Big hit there and a delayed call as that hit was up high. Bizier will sit in the box. The other way come the Huskies. Extra attacker out. Chopped down low and touched up by Yoto Bees. Is getting hit up high. It was Landon Kozer down low, and Bizier will head off to the box.
That was a big hit. We'll see it here on the screen, lining him up, Kozer, and it was high. It's getting the arm up, the elbow up in the shoulder area with the head hit. That's a dangerous hit. I mean, the intention is right to go and finish your check, but we actually see a couple Concordia Stingers in the box. So one of them is Bizier for the hit that we just saw, but we'll wait to get confirmation.
Giroir will also be in there as I believe head contact will be called 2 and a 10. So we'll see this power play for the Huskies go back to work 0 for 1 so far this evening. Keeler in the draw trying to win it against Prue. We'll redo this face-off once more. Keeler wins the draw back. Holt on the far side, and a penalty coming up. Will be back to even strength. Tripping will be the call, and a penalty 175 feet away from your own end. Los Chiavo will sit, and we'll see 4-on-4 action for an extended period of time.
And it was really just right off the face-off as we see another look on our screen here. And It was just getting the stick caught up a little bit into the skates of Levine. So Lasciavo is going to be in the box, effectively negating the power play opportunity for his team, as we'll see some 4-on-4 hockey. Lots of open ice for both these teams to take advantage of.
Minute 56 of 4-on-4 hockey as Levine in his skates on the far side. Berthlet takes possession away from him and will work behind his own goal. Picked up Gaudio on the forecheck with Rouchette. Berthlet. Turned over, Gaudio with it. His shot whistles wide. Sent down ice into the neutral zone. Berthlet will chase. Backhanded to Gaudio and center ice. It's Levine now who enters the zone. Levine makes one move and gets taken down there by Kinnenberg. Levine slow getting up on the other side. Keeler now with it. Keeler, backdoor pass, shot toward goal is stopped as Prefontaine was looking open in the high slot. Rouchette starts to skate up himself. Rouchette unable to hold the line was Lavoie trying to trail the leg and offside the call. 58 seconds remain in 4-on-4 action.
Yeah, just did not drag his foot nearly enough, honestly. Could have just taken more ice. There was the whole left side here of the ice surface that was available as real estate to take up some time and make sure that he stayed on side there. And we hope everything is okay with Simon Levine, and, a very offensively minded defenseman, and just took a bit of a tweak there as he was coming off a little bit slow off the ice. So hope everything's okay with him. We'll see him back out soon.
Galvas knocks his man down. That was Savoie on this near side. Petruic works it back. Prefontaine. Petruic to his defender inside of the Saskatchewan zone. Gavlis with it now. Gavlis stops up, gets it down in. It's Savoie who with some time behind his own goal. Turns it over, Petruic to the point. Jordan gets it back down deep. Petruic knocks it down in the near corner. Worked on there by Havlena, who steers the puck away from him. Petruic slow getting up here, will head to the bench, grabbing his leg. Savoie drops it there, Agostino. 4-second power play for Concordia is now ended as we'll be back to 5-on-5 action. Savoie to the top, it's Agostino. Jawad getting worked on there by Prefontaine. Stolen by Jordan, and the Saskatchewan Huskies carry it up. Jordan over the line, his backhand goes astray. Idis working back is taken down at the side of goal. That chance goes through everyone. Holt down in trying to find Pillar. Innes has it for Concordia. Long stretch ice pass finds its man Campbell. Too hot for him to handle, and Kinnenberg takes it up to Holt. Holt through his skates, sends it down toward the far corner. Innes will chase. Working hard on the forecheck there is Stebbings, who lays into Innes. Pillar chasing behind goal. Innes taking it. Loses his man. Pillar takes it. Fakes at the point, now curls toward the middle. His shot is blocked there by Anctil. Rebound there, still sitting loose. The puck jabbing away, and Urtupi's reaching out. Somehow got a piece of it, and it goes into the far corner. Kinnenberg holds it at the line. It's now cleared out by Concordia. Tired group out there for the Stingers, needing a change. Holds with it, trying to continue the pressure for the Huskies. Stebbings pinned up against the boards inside. Pillar finds the loose puck. Gavlis at the point, shooting, tipped in front, stopped there. Rebounded by Penner, sitting loose and cleared out the line by Innes. That was, Fredette who cleared it right at the line. For the Stingers, they get to change 3. Pressure still on though from the Huskies. Concordia now with possession, looking to get a change here. Prue over the line. Concordia get to change a couple, and now some fresh bodies to relieve that tired group that was out there. Knocked in by Levine. He's back out after that hard hit. Prefontaine in the near corner. Gavlis. Grenier Can't clear. Levine gets over to the far side. Picked up Prefontaine. Bumped. It's sent back in by Concordia. They have to touch up to get back on side. Gavlis with pressure on him from Prue. Shakes off one check and clears out to the neutral zone. La Rochelle trying to work it forward. On this near side, it's Prue who knocks it down. Prue, cross-ice pass, Nadeau. Over the line he comes. Nadeau in the near corner, battling with Gavlis. Picked up on the far side, Renier. Bertholet chops it down in deep. La Rochelle on it for Concordia. La Rochelle. Tip-in was missed, and that will go down for icing against the Stingers.
I feel like we haven't had a whistle in a while. So much back and forth action. And we're talking about how Herb Dubies was probably the less busy of the two goalies, but not in this case. We see him very active, very busy, as he made a couple of key stops there. Not sure how that opportunity didn't go in. And then we'll see the puck eventually just sitting on the doorstep, and Fredette very quick to get back and clear that away, effectively saving his goalie and saving a wide open net goal. Wow.
Keeler will take the draw against Gaudio. Face-off whistle down once again. Gaudio will be shown out of the circle. Huchette will take his spot. Oh, a warning. Huchette was ready to take the draw. Warning given to Gaudio. Scramble draw once more. They battle for it. La Rochelle off the glass and down ice, and that will skip all the way down. And will it have enough? It does have the legs for icing, and Concordia won't be able to change once again. 10 minutes and 1 second remaining here in the second period.
And still, we remain absolutely scoreless donuts on either side of the scoreboard. Again, both teams have had kind of a couple opportunities, the most recent one coming for the Huskies, or Tubies was square to it. So goalies being a little bit busy in their creases.
Keeler goes early, will be shown out of the circle. Peltier takes his spot, wins the draw back. At the point, shot toward the goal, at the side of the net, and can't be jammed home by Saskatchewan. Keeler. Bertholet battling in there as well. Huskies trying to find possession. Levine gets it forward, and it's chipped off the glass and out by Concordia. Now poked forward toward goal, and Ross will just steer that into the corner, denying Huchette of a potential break. Agostino pinned up against the boards for Concordia. Puck comes loose to the Huskies. Can't clear though. Richardson. Pinned up against the boards. Richardson now works to the side of goal. Trying to center to Huchette. It's intercepted by Keeler. Jordan. Waiting for the breakout. Will carry it out. Cole Jordan. Over the red line. He'll send it down in, and bouncing puck. Urtubis holds on. It's still loose for a second there and is pinned up against the side of the net for a faceoff with 8:59 remaining here in the second period. Still scoreless between Saskatchewan and Concordia in semifinal number 2. You're watching U Sports here on CBC.
Early mornings, late nights, every rep, every sacrifice leading to this. Fueled by BioSteel, the best get the chance to make their mark. One weekend, one shot at glory. The lights are bright, the stakes higher. This isn't just a game, it's the moment. Hydrated, focused, ready to win. Powered by BioSteel. Welcome to Championship Weekend.
Welcome back here to the nation's capital. Still scoreless between the Concordia Stingers and the Saskatchewan Huskies. There you see Marc-Andre Elément behind the bench. And the program that he's built in deserved honors of winning the Coach of the Year award for this season. Has been the head coach for the Stingers since 2016, the OUA East Coach of the Year, the U Sports Coach of the Year, and has led the Concordia Stingers to the playoffs every season he's been in charge. The program he's building here in Concordia is one to look out for in the future, not only tonight, but in the time and years to come. Petruik down low. Innes will start to clear out. Delayed call coming here to the Huskies, and they touch up. We'll see Petruik head to the box, and a power play coming up for the Stingers. Slashing will be the call, and second power play of the evening for Concordia.
And you can see Petruik sitting in the box, just shaking his head, upset with himself, frustrated a little bit, and that's where emotions can really work against you, and especially a call like this, slashing, not something that you need to go and do 200 feet from your net.
And he got cross-checked there by Havlin, but they always take the retaliatory penalty, and that was a slash coming in afterwards.
Oh, I know as myself as a player. I always got called for the retaliation, but that's where, again, the discipline needs to be there, and it just wasn't with Petruik. And Havlina has done a wonderful job so far this game of getting under the skin of the Huskies, constantly just being a bit of a nuisance, always being around and laying heavy hits there, and that's where it pays off dividends.
Around the boards to this near side. Stebbings trying to clear for Saskatchewan, unable to. Jill Wild sends it all the way to the far side, but no Stinger there to retrieve it, and Levine has to work back in his own end. La Rochelle over center on that U Sports logo. He gets a pass back down low. Gavlis first to it for Saskatchewan. Prefontaine trying to clear it out as well. Holt, backhand is gloved down by Levine at the line, sent back down low. Anctil buried there, big hit from Prefontaine to knock his man down, and the Huskies clear once more. We'll be able to get a full four-man change.
Concordia needs to be a little bit better with their entry. Instead of going and flipping it down and chasing after it, you have to maintain puck possession. There's only one puck. You need it to score, so hang on to it.
Levine gets through a few defenders, carrying it up himself. We saw how good he is in the quarterfinal of doing that. Centering pass, knocked down. Huchette to the far side, La Rochelle. Lavigne, his shot off a deflection off the leg of Renier. Cleared down ice, one more by Penner. Renier will chase. 23 seconds remain in this penalty kill for Saskatchewan as Renier wastes some more time on that forecheck, and now we'll head off. Oh, come back. I thought he was going to head off on a change. Faked me out. Backhanded in. Picked up by Saskatchewan. Bayros. Here's a chance going forward, shorthand for Keeler, one-on-one. Keeler on his backhand to Warkholder. Tobias holds on and gets the pad out as we're back to even strength. Gaudio over the line. Centering pass, trying to find Campbell. He's separated off the puck. Back the other way once more. Keeler has a man on the far side. Berthlet trying to find Petruik down low. He battles. Huchette sends it down ice, and that will be icing called against Concordia.
That was a really solid opportunity that the Huskies had just towards the end of that PK, and just going around to the outside. Keeler trying to one-arm it, strong-arm it towards Urtubis. Urtubis making that pad stop, and it was a good play by the Stingers to keep them to the outside and make sure that it was to the exterior. Not a huge amount of risk there.
Redo that face-off inside of the Concordia zone. 6:14 remaining here in the second period. Face-off won back by Saskatchewan. Prefontaine's centering attempt couldn't find a Husky stick. Picked up, now here's a turnover once more. Wong centering pass out in front, and a diving stop by Lavoie, denying that centering pass from making its mark.
It was a huge job there by Lavoie. Again, two-on-ones are always not very fun. for defense, especially when they're so close towards your own nets. It's really difficult to get the timing, and Lavoie did a really solid job recognizing that there was a Stingers player, Pelletier, on the other side, and went down to make that block. And timing is everything with something like that, so it was a good job there by Lavoie.
Tired group out for Concordia. You can call timeouts on icings here at the University Cup, and that's exactly what Marc-Andre Alemant will do to give his tired group a rest. And you can change after a timeout as well on an icing. So key timeout for Marc-Andre Alemant to get the right group out there for him.
I think it's for the icing, but it's also the fact that I find Saskatchewan has really put a push, especially in the latter part of this second period, hemmed Concordia in quite a few times. So over the course of the period, it's been a little bit of fatigue that's been building throughout that time.
Just similar pass to the U Cup final, all physical lineup between both these teams, and just can close out a game with calm. These players, and you can see how calm they've been in this semifinal as well, with 5:53 remaining in the second period. And both goalies, both defensive, yes, they've had their chances, but there hasn't really been too many nervy moments on either side defensively. Levine sends it to this near side. Charon. Up ice, over line is Prue. He finds Nadeau. Nadeau centering pass in. Great stick from Prefontaine to break that chance up. Charon. Bouncing puck is knocked out by Los Chiavo. Up ice on the far side, Wong. Los Chiavo. He fires, fan on that attempt. It lands on the stick of Innes, and back the other way comes Concordia. Prue with Nadeau. Nadeau, sharp angle chance, and Ross squeezes the arm and blocker against his side to hold on for face-off. 5:04 remaining in the second period.
It was a good transition there done by Concordia, and we saw the shot coming a little bit more from the exterior. Stingers did have a drive going towards the net, so Nadeau on the outside there and Prue going towards the net, but would have been really good to go and hit that trailer, as no one was looking for Levine, who was streaking in. It was just a little bit too far behind, but taking that shoulder check to see who else you have with you on a rush like that.
Still trying to find the puck, both teams. Renier sent over to the far side. Cleared out by Ball. Here's Ball. Dumps it down low for Penner. Penner knocked off the puck there by Lavoie. Ball worked up to the point on this near side. Kozer, his chances. Block takes a couple of deflections over to the far corner and is dumped down ice by Concordia. Kozer. Tipped in by Penner. He'll head off on a change. Lavoie first to it for Concordia. Takes a bump as he advances it over the far side. La Rochelle lifts it up to center. It's gloved down by Jordan. Backhand pass on the far side is sent down in by Saskatchewan. Stebbings chases. Bayros trying to keep it in. So does Pillar. Pillar makes one move. Stebbings to Pillar. Back to Stebbings in this near corner. Stebbings. Work down low to Holt, stolen off of his stick by La Rochelle. Almost turned it over, but has it on this near side. Richardson backhands it and just gets out to center. On the far side, Pillar. Down low, Holt through his skates. Lavoie around the glass, takes a bounce, kept in. Prefontaine, shot toward goal. Holt backhand, Hurtelbees dives on it and will hold on for a face-off. Found that rebound that landed just in front of the crease, and 3:29 remains here in the second period.
And again, we're showing an opportunity for the Huskies where they kept it hemmed in the zone there, and it started with Fontaine and ended with Holt trying to get that backhand. But like you mentioned, Urtubey squared to it. He made the initial first stop and then pounced on the shallow rebound that landed pretty much right in front of him. But again, a lot of these opportunities were caused by turnovers, and we just see Concordia Stingers player.
Yeah, Charles Savoie headed to the dressing room a little early here in the second period, along with an athletic therapist, so hopefully all okay for Charles Savoie.
And it could have just been a tweak, who knows, but hopefully we'll see him back out soon enough. Just under 3.5 minutes left to go in the second period, still 0-0.
Ennis clears it down ice. A bouncing puck goes over the stick of Prefontaine. And that'll be icing against Concordia once more.
I really wish we had a stat on how many icings we have had in each game, because I feel like we have had so many, more than I am used to, quite honestly.
Well, I know which one will have the most. That will be the 5 overtime game. I think maybe we'll take that out of the statistic as
it's a little bit of
statistic
an outlier.
anomaly.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. 100% an outlier. Should not factor in. I love the mathematical terms that we're using here. It's great.
Off the draw, Ennis works it back to Havlena. He'll clear it down ice, and will that curl toward the net? No, it won't.
I'd really like to know if this is a set play that each team goes and they're like, you know what we're going to do, guys? We're going to go ice it. We're going to try to beat it out, but if we're too far behind, we're just going to let it go, do it again. Like, it's just, we see a bit of a huddle here between Concordia players. Maybe that's what they're trying to do. I'm not sure. But really, just get it up off the glass, although a little bit risky here with the way the glass has been behaving.
And that may be one of the reasons as well why we're seeing plays down the middle instead. Sent down ice. Nadeau spilled there by Gavlis. A good hit. Peltier gets it down in deep. Havlena first to it for Concordia. Backhands it on the far side. Kept in by Prefontaine. Takes a wild deflection off a block and all the way back into the Saskatchewan end. Gavlis. Prefontaine on the far side. Stretch ice pass. Berthlet one-on-one. Berthlet making a move and is stopped. Herzl Bees will hold on as Lavoie steered him over to the outside to deny that chance.
Well, he steered him, but what I like too as a defense, and not all defense end up playing this way, but he didn't even look at the puck. Berthollet has a lot of speed. He can be shifty, but Lavoie remaining kind of in his lane, tracking without also taking a penalty and just allowing Herzl Bees the opportunity to have that puck calmly go towards him with really no pressure.
Faceoff comes to the right of Herzl Bees. Wong wins the draw back. At the point, Kinnenberg. Shot bounces in the slot. Kept in by Wong. Petruik battling with Lavoie. Petruik comes up with it. Shot on this near side. Rebound there. They jam away, and that will draw a crowd down low. As that was Lasciavo jamming away.
It was, you're right. I mean, that's always going to draw a bit of a scuffle afterwards. I mean, anytime there's a couple opportunities on the goaltender, like there was here, it was a good battle behind the net as it comes out for that one-timer towards Urtubis, and you can see just Lasciavo right on the doorstep continuing to try to jam at it. I understand, until there's a whistle, it's fair game. So that's where Concordia needs to do a better job boxing out, because had that been loose, that could have turned out a little bit differently.
Oh, heads up in the stands as Lavoie fires that over the glass and into the stands back behind the penalty box. Draw will come back inside of the Concordia end. 2:13 remaining here in the second period.
It's been a lot of souvenirs that have been thrown out into the stands throughout the games we've seen. Got to keep your head on a swivel at all times, even in the stands. Got to be alert.
Another draw to the right of Urtubis is won back by Concordia. Lavoie couldn't find Giroir. Giroir trying to clear and does get it to the neutral zone. Bézier trying to poke it forward. Lavoie will try to fire it down in, but takes a couple of deflections, and now the chase continues. Giroir battling there with Kozer. Up to the point, Lavoie. Levine has Petruik watching him. Levine gets around to this near side around the net, is swiped off the puck. Lasciavo comes up with it. Petruik sends it down in deep. Lavoie backhands it to the far side, and Levine. Nadeau tipped it down in deep, but on the wrong side of the red line, and that will be icing called against Concordia. 1:26 remaining in the second period.
And you can see Nadeau with the universal language, arms out, going, what do you mean it's coming back down for another icing? Really?
About 2 feet on the wrong side of that red line.
You can see a bit of a discussion here with the Huskies players out trying to see about getting a play off the face-off, something going.
Pillar in the circle, loses the draw. Nadeau trying to clear out to the neutral zone and does. Bayros. Jordan on the far side, cross ice pass. Finds Stebbings. Stebbings avoids a hit coming there from Lavoie. Levine, his pass dies in the high slot. Holt pokes it over to himself. Last minute of play of the second period. Bayros to Holt on the far side. Holt takes a shot toward goal that goes wide. And that's going to be too many men called against Saskatchewan. They played the puck before the changing player got off. And a late power play opportunity here for the Stingers with 50 seconds remaining in the second period.
Oh, that's a tough one again. That's just a little bit of a miscommunication, honestly, where, again, just not jumping away and playing the puck, not being a little bit aware, and could come back to bite the Huskies. But you're going to see here how, if we count, there are those.
It's close. It's close.
That's tight, yeah. No, either way, though, the official went and caught it, and it is going to be the Huskies that take the infraction there for the too many men and putting Concordia Stingers on the power play opportunity with just under a minute left to go in the second period.
Here's La Rochelle. Levine fakes the one-timer. La Rochelle. Levine. Bizier. La Rochelle takes it off the wall. Sends it down low. Hank Till. La Rochelle to Levine. Here's Bizier, walks in, sends it down low. Hank Till, back to Bizier. Bizier, once more on this near side. Great stop from Ross. Calm, cool, and collected. Just flashes that glove out to deny any chances with 18.9 seconds remaining in the second period.
And, you know, some good puck movement that we saw by Concordia, but what I find is it's just too slow. There's too many puck touches, there's too many back and forths, and when you see the shot coming from Bizier here, there's absolutely no one right in front of Ross. He's going to make that stop every single time.
Draw one back to La Rochelle. Levine, one-timer blast, rebound there, centered in front of goal. Where's the puck? They jam away, and Ronnie Ross somehow finds the puck and traps it underneath them to hold on for another face-off with 12.9 seconds remaining in the second period.
Wow, and I don't know how he was able to track that puck and make sure also that it stayed out of his net while sprawled along the ice pad out. And we're going to take a second look at this opportunity. And it was good opportunity by Concordia there, but again, Ross denying it, not ready for there to be a goal, I guess, in this game.
Good overhead look here of the scramble as Ross tracks the puck. And you can see just ends up, off the side of the net and beside it, right underneath him. You couldn't see that on the first angle, but it ends up hitting the side of the net and ends up underneath Ross. Holt sends it down ice on the clear. 5 seconds remaining in the period. Levine. Pillar pins him up against the boards to see out the rest of this second period as the horn sounds. A couple extra bumps at the end. But nonetheless, still scoreless between both teams here at the Arena TD Place. We're in a goalie battle right now, aren't we, Brianna?
A little bit of a goalie battle, and I'm not going to lie, no one get mad at me for saying this, but it feels a lot like that first game we had where you're just in a stalemate, and both teams have opportunities, but the ice doesn't seem to be tilting towards one end or the other. Both teams have had opportunities, and, you know, we'll just look to see what comes out in the third period. And we're just going to go down to Declan DeBarp with Loschiavo for a little bit of some thoughts.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Vince Loschiavo. Overall, you guys have grown into this game, and that has been led by your forecheck. You, one of the leading forecheckers. can you talk me through how important your forecheck is to this game?
Yeah, I mean, I think we were on our heels a little bit in the first. Second was definitely a better period for us, and like you said, I thought we got them harder on the forecheck, and we got a lot better though, and we're just gonna keep improving.
Very physical game so far, but we've been locked in a goalie battle. We saw a great save by your own Roddy Ross. What's the key to getting your line going here tonight?
I think we just got to stay patient. I think we can turn pucks over more in the O zone, and we just got to stay harder on pucks and get pucks to the net, because there'll be second and third opportunities if we do that.
Thanks, Vince. Back up to you guys.
Much Declan, and mentioning just that goalie about trying to get his line going. Both teams have been here before. They know how to win a game. They know how to win a championship. That patience that Los Chiavo was talking about will be of presence in this third period.
It's the patience, but it was also what he was talking about in terms of his line going hard in on the forecheck, which they started doing more so in the second period, and we saw more opportunities with that. So forcing turnovers and trying to capitalize there.
Still scoreless between Saskatchewan and Concordia after 2 periods of play. We'll take a break. Our second intermission coming up. You're watching U Sports on CBC.
Early mornings, late nights, every rep, every sacrifice leading to this. Fueled by BioSteel, the best get the chance to make their mark. One weekend, one shot at glory. The lights are bright, the stakes higher. This isn't just a game, it's the moment. Hydrated, focused, ready to win. Powered by BioSteel. Welcome to Championship Weekend.
This is a call to empower, to unite, and to celebrate the bold in all their glory. It's time to own the ice. Are you ready?
Where exceptional student athletes are born, where records are broken, where great plays are made, where school colors ignite passion, where champions prevail, where tradition is celebrated. Ontario University Athletics.
Hey U Sports fans, check out shop.usports.ca for this week's promotional item from the Nike Team Collection. Visitez le shop.usport.ca pour en profiter de la promotion de la semaine de la collection Nike Team.
Welcome back here to the RNTD play. Still scoreless between Saskatchewan and Concordia. It's time now for another U Sports Champion Spotlight brought to you by PepsiCo Foods Canada.
And for this U Sports Champion Spotlight brought to you by PepsiCo Foods, we sit down with Cole McKay, the winner of the AUS Student Athlete Community Service Award, to learn about what this UMB Red holds close to his heart.
I'm from a small town in Ontario, Sault Ste. Marie. Grew up playing hockey from, almost the time I could walk, and it's a family pastime. I have an older brother. My mom and dad are great. Everyone's in the family is so supportive. I like to think I'm an outgoing person. I work really hard, care about my teammates, my friends, girlfriend, parents, everyone. So I'm just a really attentive and caring guy, I think. And I like to have fun and doing whatever I'm doing, whether that be at the rink, something to have fun with at school, at the library, wherever it is. So I'm just always trying to enjoy myself, see the best in every situation, and have fun in my university years right now. Within Ontario, there's a few schools that try to recruit me, and there was all good options. There's so many good universities in Canada, and but then when UNB called, the first phone call, I knew it was a special place, both to get your degree, but also continue your trajectory as a hockey player. And it worked out just as planned. And as you know, that's not always the case, and throughout your life, like, things happen. Hockey Gives Blood is an initiative through Canadian Blood Services. Stu Middleton, he's based out in Western Canada. He kind of recruited me, amongst plenty of others across Canada, to join and be an ambassador for the program. So what it is pretty much is using our platforms, athletes. So starting in the CHL and the OHL, we kind of have notoriety within our communities. So kind of leveraging that to just promote awareness, promote people that, first of all, how easy it is to donate blood, how important it is, and to share stories of how it truly changes people's lives. I look back just personally on how I got where I am today, and there's so many people that helped me along the way. It starts with my parents, but it goes into teachers, coaches, trainers, doctors, nurses. There's everyone. But as you go through your life, there's certain people that make a significant impact. And volunteering is something that a lot of people just misstep, and they don't give the credit it deserves, I don't think. So as young people, you kind of got to reflect, realize how you got where you are today, and just say, okay, well, I'm going to do my part now and kind of give back to the community. We're very lucky. Help somebody achieve their goals like people help me achieve mine. Find your passion and just give back. And we're super lucky to be in the position we are, and to be able to play a sport and go to school. And it's just super important to give back, in my opinion.
At the University of Ottawa, we're open to people and cultures, to diversity, to open fields where minds run free, to possibility and discovery. We're open to changing times that force us to grow, and bold ideas that shake the status quo. We're open to balanced lives and spirits that thrive. But most of all, we're open to you.
This is a call to empower, to unite, and to celebrate the bold in all their glory. It's time to own the ice. Are you ready?
Feel every hit, goal, and celebration as if you're standing right on the sideline, immersing you in the game like never before, bringing heart-pounding action directly to millions of fans. We deliver unparalleled simplicity and tailor-made digital broadcasting solutions crafted to make you feel every moment in a way like never before. Our passionate team ensures your message reaches audiences reliably every time. Proudly Canadian, we bring a touch of innovation and our passion to the world stage. ISI Live, be there.
Hey you sports fans, check out shop.usports.ca for this week's promotional item from the Nike Team Collection. Visitez le shop.usport.ca pour en profiter de la promotion de la semaine de la collection Nike Team.
Oh, aussi bon que Messi! C'est pas aussi mauvais que la cigarette, ça?
C'est juste une vapoteuse.
Fais-toi pas d'illusions.
Vapoter, c'est jouer avec sa santé. Brise l'illusion.
Le sport en direct sur ICTout.tv. 100% énergie. 100% gratuit. Votre meilleur plan de match pour voir des performances exceptionnelles. Des athlètes de grand talent. Des sports de haut niveau. Tout ça sur l'appareil de votre choix. C'est simple et gratuit sur ICTout.tv.
U Sports on CBC, presented by les championnats U Sport à Radio-Canada, une présentation du gouvernement du Canada, the Government of Canada, Nike, Fox 40, Veriburn Medical Supplies, les Bag Baron Rings, APAR, and by BioSteel.
Welcome back here to the nation's capital. Still scoreless between these two teams, and the U Sports Awards were given out a few days ago. Let's take a look and drop into some nominees and award winners from the U Sports Awards.
Here are the nominees for the Father George Kehoe Memorial Award as the 2025 Fox 40 U Sports Men's Hockey Coach of the Year. Voici les candidats pour le prix commémoratif Père Georges Kehoe présenté à l'entraîneur de l'année Fox 40 U Sport. Des sports universitaires de l'Atlantique, from the AUS, Derek Cormier, Université de Moncton. Du sport universitaire de l'Ontario, from the OUA, Marc-André Élément, Université Concordia University. Et de l'Association Ouest Canadienne, from Canada West, Brandon Cote, University of Saskatchewan, Université de la Saskatchewan. Le lauréat du prix commémoratif Père Georges Kehoe présenté à l'entraîneur de l'année Fox 40 U Sport est the winner of the Father George Kehoe Memorial Award as the Fox 40 U Sports Men's Hockey Coach of the Year is Marc-André Élément, Université Concordia University.
Congratulations to Marc-André Lemont on his Coach of the Year award, and congrats to Brandon Cote for being nominated as well, as we take a look at some of our Marriott highlights here from the second period. And it was back and forth, both goalies making saves on either end. Roddy Ross with some huge saves there. You saw the big hit in the corner. That was a head contact penalty that led to a power play for Saskatchewan, but that was negated right away due to a tripping call. Roddy Ross was busy in goal as well. Concordia getting shots toward the net. So did Saskatchewan, but not being able to get those bodies inside to pot those rebounds home from Ottawa. Concordia did get some bodies inside, but still Saskatchewan's box out was a lot better. There you see a weird bounce off the side of the net, off a couple deflections, and ended up underneath Roddy Ross. Maybe the best chance for Concordia in this game as they get ready to take the ice for the third period. Brianna, those key bounces, it's just going to be one bounce here tonight that makes a factor in who is going to go to the national championship game.
Oh yeah, with the way this game is going, it's so evenly matched between the two teams. The styles of play are so similar as well. That was echoed actually by the coaches before the game, recognizing the fact that these two teams, very similar styles, both very physical, looking to throw their bodies around, which we've seen throughout the 40 minutes of play so far. Saskatchewan doing a relatively good job, as we saw and as we mentioned, about boxing out and not really allowing Concordia to get into the slot all that much, although have had a couple of opportunities. Very much a battle of these two goaltenders. Urchubis being a little bit busier in that second period compared to the first. And going back to what Los Guavos said during that second intermission was really just in terms of, staying patient, believing in the process, having faith in your team and that it will come if you keep on trying and getting those second and third opportunities. But in order to get the second and third, you need to get the first opportunity. And so being aggressive as they were in the second period on the forecheck to force those turnovers from Concordia and get more opportunities on Ootspies.
A reminder that Concordia will have a minute 10 remaining on their power play to start this second period. And as we take a look at our bracket for this tournament, only one more spot to fill, one empty blank there, and it's the winner of this game between Concordia and Saskatchewan will meet the University of Ottawa GGs, the host, and the 8 seed going all the way to the final after beating TMU with a late goal from Mitch Martin that saw them move forward to the final. Who will fill that bracket, and how important is this power play here on fresh ice for Concordia to start off the third period, pardon me.
And there's always an argument around, when a power play opportunity straddles an intermission, you're coming back, and is it a good thing? Is it not a good thing? At the end of the day, Concordia has a minute and 10 opportunity. So it's not as if it's 30 seconds or anything. It's a good amount of time to be able to get established into the Husky zone, but crucial to go ahead and win this draw to be able to gain possession inside the Husky zone, set up shop, and get bodies in front.
Puck drop underway here in the third period. 20 minutes or more to decide who will be the second berth in the University Cup gold medal game tomorrow. Sent down ice, and just a note for Concordia fans, Charles Savoie has not returned to the bench for the start of this third period. So the Stingers playing a man down on the forward side. Hopefully nothing serious for Savoie. Anctil over the line, 42 seconds remaining in this Concordia power play. Levine, his shot toward goal, whistles wide. Holtz trying to chop it out. Levine battling down low. Trying to find the puck. It's loose underneath. Levine takes a spill. Picked up by the Huskies and sent down ice by Kozer.
And Levine there had an opportunity in the slot, very similar to a previous chance he had and just taking a little bit too long to catch and release that shot. That one extra stick handle allowed for the lane to actually be blocked by the Huskies.
10 seconds remaining in this Concordia power play. Over the line comes Havlena. Takes the pass back on the far side. Gets ridden into the boards there by Gavlis. Knocked out into the neutral zone, and back to even strength hockey we are now. Lavoie in his own end, around the boards to Havlena on the far side. The pass is stolen here. Pelletier with a chance off the post. Inches away from the opening goal as Pelletier denied by the iron. Down ice, centering pass, knocked down. Gavlis without a stick gets it back. Bouchette couldn't control it over the line. Now comes Saskatchewan. On it, here's Berthlet. Try to find his man on the near side. Keeler gets it down low. Levine intercepts and picks it up behind his own goal. Nadeau cuts through the middle over the line. One timer on the far side. Whistles wide. La Rochelle keeps it in at the line only momentarily as it's lifted out through the neutral zone. Levine, La Rochelle. Nadeau on the far side gets it down in. Jordan first to it for Saskatchewan. Plays out, dangerous pass. Anctil's chance is stopped by Roddy Ross. I mean, that was Prue with the chance for Concordia. And Roddy Ross there to make the save.
So there's now been one opportunity each side, one for Concordia, one for Saskatchewan, and they both came off a major turnover from the team in the defensive zone, and that's what allowed for those opportunities. And we saw the first one here. Pelletier was the recipient of an absolute gift from Havlena and just not able to capitalize, but was so close hitting the post.
Off the draw, Havlena's stick explodes, and have to go get a new one. Jamming away, the puck was still loose. Charon was jamming, and play whistle down. Ross froze it for long enough, and just as of note, we saw that Havlena's stick explode. We saw that 4 or 5 sticks broke for Concordia in their warm-up. They were just shattering sticks left and right during warm-up, and I think that was the first one during the game, but just maybe something to note there.
Yeah, and again, I know we were talking about it before. I don't know if it's a good omen, a bad omen for Concordia. I have no idea, or if it means absolutely nothing, but it was very interesting. Probably one of the first times I've seen that many sticks break just in warm-up.
Innes pokes it forward. Gilloire plays it back to Havlena. Innes. Knocked in by Prue. chasing on the far side. Giroir battling, trying to work it out at the point. Havlena's shot goes wide. Anctil can't hold the line. It works to center, and Innes has it. Havlena skates it over the line himself. Finds a pass down low. Shot stopped by Ross. At the side of goal, a couple players colliding, but it'll be Saskatchewan who will carry it out. Kinnenberg lost it there. Lavoie now carries over the line. On the far side, Huchette. Huchette back end toward goal, hits the side of the net. Huchette still on it. Delayed call coming up here against Saskatchewan. Extra attacker out, Huchette to the bench. Lavoie couldn't handle that pass, and it's touched up by Saskatchewan. We will see a high sticking call called against Kosher. And the Stingers will head to another power play here with 16:30 remaining in the third period.
On with the number of power plays, I mean, you have to eventually go and convert, but I'm going to see here just where this high stick, oh yeah, a little bit there into the fishbowl of Huchette's, and regardless, that is still going to be a penalty called. So Concordia, like we said, have the opportunities. Saskatchewan been very good on the PK. We'll redo that draw, as it looked like Bizier didn't even realize that the puck was going to be dropped. We'll redo that.
Bizier lined up against Holt. Bizier wins it back. La Rochelle walks, fires, bouncing puck is cleared away by Ross. Saskatchewan trying to find it, and they clear it out as a diving play made by Stebbings, or pardon me, sorry, it's Holt. On the far side, Levine drops it now. La Rochelle over the line, gets it to himself. La Rochelle plays it to himself once more. Anctil, Levine to the far side. Bizier takes a sharp angled chance, so is trying to center for Anctil and unable to get on the other side of it. La Rochelle back down low, spinning, spun off the puck. Gavlis with it for Saskatchewan, trying to clear, unable to. La Rochelle picks it up on the far side. 1:10 remaining in this Concordia power play. At the point, here's Bizier to Levine. In the slot area, trying to find it, are both teams. Concordia pick it up. Joe Wild. Anctil back behind goal. La Rochelle. 50 seconds remaining. La Rochelle, his shot blocked in front. Levine, Bizier, La Rochelle. Walking to the point. Saucer pass to Bizier. Down low, Levine. Levine. His cross-angle chance, and Giroir couldn't find a stick on it. Still working, hustles in the far corner and gets the puck back. 30 seconds remaining in this Concordia power play. Levine taken out there by Stebbings. Bizier finds La Rochelle on the far side. La Rochelle, backdoor pass, they score! Power play goal, Julian Anctil puts Concordia up 1-0.
Just when it looked like Concordia was going to go 0 for 5 on the power play, they are able to convert on a backdoor pass to Anctil, and there was no chance on that one for Roddy Ross, as started with Levine getting tripped there. Puck moves it over to the far left side, and backdoors Anctil to knock it home, and missed assignment there by the Huskies, usually so good with boxing out, and Anctil just snuck in there behind. No one even saw. It was Prefontaine who lost his assignment there, didn't realize Anctil had beat him to the net, and we see Concordia going up 1-0.
First goal this hockey game comes about 45 minutes into it, but it's a big one for the Stingers as they take a lead, and will now have the job of trying to close this hockey game out. This game has kind of felt like one goal may make a difference, but the Huskies have a lot of goal-scoring prowess on this hockey team. They're deep with a lot of goal scorers and can easily come back in this hockey game.
A lot of firepower, a lot of time still left, and the thing is, too, we've seen throughout this tournament from every team, resilience being the underlying theme in every game, so don't count the Huskies out just yet, not even close.
If my memory serves me right, the Gigi's TMU game was the first time that a opening goal team got the win. As a big hit on this near side by Innes, gets it right back by Keeler. Prefontaine can't hold the line. Nadeau will carry out. All alone, Nadeau stops up, waiting for help. Plays it down low for Huchette. Huchette, his shot toward goal is blocked. Spinning around there is Berthlet to avoid a check. Gavlis. Down low, Huchette around the boards. Lavoie keeps it in at the line. Lavoie, down low, Huchette. To the slot. Levine trying to poke it and keep it in. It's kept in. No one on it. It's at the line. Lavoie couldn't keep it in. Offside on the far side.
Yeah, very close there. It was a nice try by Lavoie. Good gap actually by Levine, just able to swipe at it and keep it in the line, if only momentarily. But puck will come outside of the Huskies zone. And Concordia looked like they had quite good possession time there. A little bit of a cycle getting going, which, you know, Huskies looked a little bit out of sorts.
Jordan. Over the line, they'll send it down deep. And that'll be icing. Just didn't get over the red line in time, and we'll have a face-off down inside of the Husky zone. .13:33 remaining here in the third period. Spot in the University Cup final on the line. Gaudio will take the face-off against Wong. Wong wins it to the side. Picks it up to Jordan. Jordan spinning in his own end to relieve a little pressure. Now behind his own goal. Petruik. Miscommunication with Jordan. Drop pass. Jordan got a piece of it. Here's Campbell with it. Campbell over to the far side. Lavoie, his shot toward goal goes off the mask of Ross. Petruik can't reach it. Huchette with it to the point. Levine. Lavoie works it down low. Campbell receives it off the boards. Campbell worked on there. Bayros got a stick up high. Delayed call coming up against Concordia. And we'll see the Huskies have a chance at a power play trying to respond off another high sticking call.
Oh, and this is a little bit of a gift, honestly, for the Huskies, considering they just recently went down by 1 goal. And again, we've talked about the firepower on the power play. We're just going to see, yeah, it was a little bit getting in the face there of Barrow. So Concordia will go on the PK, and it's going to be Campbell who is served with that infraction. Again, block shots are going to be key for Huskies. They need to get bodies in front of Urtubis, take away the eyes to get those shots on net, maybe get second, third opportunities.
Off the draw, Kozer. Keeler to the far side. Petruik looking for options. His shot goes up off the stick of Prue and out of play for a face-off. 1:47 remaining in the Huskies power play.
And you saw Prue getting a couple of stick taps from his teammates on that play there. Again, every block, every stick is that much more crucial, especially on the PK, especially when you are up by 1 goal.
Huskies 0 for 4 on the power play so far this evening, unlike the #1 power play in the nation going in to after the regular season. Holt lining up in the draw against Charon. Holt wins it back. Wilschiavo to the point. Kozer, Wilschiavo in the slot. Unable to get that was Keeler, and it's sent down ice by Concordia out into the bench area, and that face-off will come inside of the Stinger zone.
Yeah, and it was a good stick there again by Prue, as I believe it was Keeler trying to find Wilschiavo or vice versa, and Prue doing a good job making sure that he got his stick in between those two dangerous players.
Keeler once more will line up in the circle against Charon. The opposite number 10s will go to battle for a face-off. Keeler shown to the circle, so Holt will come in. Concordia, what a face-off violation penalty there for Holt going early. Have to be careful now in a scramble draw. Holt gets it back at the point. Kozer to the far side. Petruik couldn't find it. Prue now lifts it forward out into the neutral zone. Wilschiavo. Keeler fires it down around the boards. Bouncing puck, Petruik chasing over with Innes. Innes pins up against the boards, trying to waste some precious seconds, and Concordia can't clear. It's kept in at the line. Innes battling there. Keeler gets it loose. Holt. Kozer, his shot. Petruik couldn't find a tip. Oschiavo gets it down low. Here's Holt with it. Holt to the point. Kozer waiting. Oschiavo top of the circle. Keeler. Oschiavo. Kozer. Shot stopped there by Hurtel Bees. Oschiavo. 32 seconds remaining in the power play. Kozer. Petruik. His shot stopped by Charon. Block. Another block from Concordia on the far side as Prue got in between that one. Cycle down low. Holtz. 20 seconds remaining in power play. Oschiavo. Top of the circle. Fake shoots. Oh, what a save by Hurtel Bees. He flashed the glove and denied Oschiavo on that chance.
Oh, that was a massive stop. It was probably one of Urtubi's best stops of the game. As you mentioned, Oschiavo pump faked the shot and made his way around Innes, as you see there. And wow, just flashing the leather, oh my goodness, was Urtubis. Wow.
15 seconds remaining in the Huskies power play. Wong lines up in the circle against Anctil. Wong plays it back. Kinnenberg to the far side. Gets it back at the point. Kinnenberg. To this point, the shot goes off a deflection. Wong plays it back down low. Peltier jamming away off the bounce and couldn't clear it. Back to even strength hockey now. Kept in at the line. Pillar couldn't control it. It's knocked over toward this near side. Campbell will carry it out into the neutral zone. Too far for Anctil. Campbell will chase. Goes up off of his stick. And out of play for a face-off. 10:34 remaining here in the third period.
A good second effort there by Campbell, making sure that he chased it down. He definitely had the legs after being in the box for a good couple of minutes. And great kill there coming from Concordia. A lot of block shots, namely from Charon and Prue. They were absolutely crucial in getting in those lanes. And Saskatchewan tried their best to go and convert, but Urtubis also shut the door.
Off the draw, Concordia. Battling in the near corner. Gavlis trying to clear it out. Swiped in, kept in momentarily. Bizier missed his check on Gavlis, who stepped aside. Still jamming in the neutral zone. Prefontaine has some room, will carry it over the line. Prefontaine watched by La Rochelle. Prefontaine trying to cut toward the middle, plays it off the side of the net. His stick was caught up. La Rochelle now will play it forward and out. Giroir snaking over the line. Bizier pokes it down low for Giroir. Giroir to Huchette. Bizier behind goal. Giroir to the point. Innes looking for options, waiting, sidestepping Innes. Lavoie sends it down low. Huchette pinned up against the boards by Gavlis. Puck loose and picked up by the Huskies. Wong can't clear, it's gloved down. Second effort now clears, and Berthlet will carry it. Berthlet to Wong, to Stebbing. Stebbing shoots off the post again. That's post number 2 for the Huskies in this period. Huchette back the other way. Dumps it in deep. Bayros on it. Bayros, long stretch ice pass to the far side. Oschiavo dumps it in deep, stopped by Levine in his tracks. Here's La Rochelle. Jordan now in the neutral zone. Oschiavo gets it down in deep. Wong chasing La Rochelle first to it. Fakes one way. Levine. Nice outlet pass 1-2 to Nadeau. 3-on-2 the other way for Concordia. Nadeau over the line to the far side. Charon back to Nadeau. Agostino chasing as well. Bouncing puck. Charon plays it down low. Jordan steps into him. Nadeau back behind goal to Levine. Levine switches with Nadeau. Plays it behind the net. Levine to himself on the near side now. Charon at the point. Havlena, his shot takes a deflection and goes wide. Kozer trying to clear with the Huskies are. Back down low. Jordan will take care of it as the Stingers head off on a change. Less than 8 minutes remaining here in the third period. Huskies trying to come back. Cole Jordan leads the rush. Up ice on this near side. Pillar over the line, drops it there. Stebbings with a chance. Pillar drops it to the far side. Looking back door for Stebbings and unable to find him. Kinnenberg trying to hold the line. He can't. It goes up out of play for a face-off, and we'll catch a break and hold our breath for the last 7 minutes and 38 seconds of this third period. Can the Huskies come back? They trail by 1. We'll see on the other side of this break. You're watching U Sports here on CBC.
Le sport en direct sur ICTout.tv. 100% énergie. 100% gratuit. Votre meilleur plan de match pour voir des performances exceptionnelles sur l'appareil de votre choix. C'est ICTout.tv.
This is a call to empower, to unite, and to celebrate the bold in all their glory. It's time to own the ice. Are you ready?
Welcome back here to the nation's capital. Concordia leading 1-0 over Saskatchewan. And there you see the FISU gold medalist Team Canada winning gold. And teammates Mathieu Bézier, Michael Huchette, and Simon Lavigne for Concordia, along with Liam Keeler of the Saskatchewan Huskies, all gold medalists, and congratulations to them on winning the gold medal. I'm sure their focus is on the University Cup, but what a great memento for them to win gold for Team Canada.
Absolutely. It's always cool being able to meet up with different people towards a united goal, united purpose, but here in this instance, they are not friends out here on this ice surface this time.
Anktil blew a tire, went crashing hard into the boards. Looks like he's all right as he gloves it forward. Play whistle down, offside at the line. 7:17 remaining in the third period. There's 16 shots on goal for the Huskies. Stingers are doing a good job of denying, getting bodies in the lane, sticks in the lane as well to deny those scoring and shooting chances for the Huskies.
Exactly, whether it was 5-on-5, whether it was on the PK, Concordia has been very effective with neutralizing the sheer firepower that the Huskies bring to the table. And we also mentioned during the first period, Urtubise was definitely the less busy of the two goalies.
Peltier to the point. Kosher, Peltier, sharp angle chance. Urtubise squeezes and holds on for a face-off.
And even of the 16 shots that the Huskies, well 17 now, that the Huskies have been able to head towards the net, I wonder how many were really great quality chances coming from that home plate area. And again, even this one, Concordia did a great job keeping towards the outside. Great shot, but a goalie like Urtubise at this level is going to be able to stop those, which he did.
Redo this face-off. Berthlet will come in to take the draw for Saskatchewan against Charron. Picked up by Concordia, off the glass and just poked out on the second chance. Kinnenberg gets it down in deep. Levine receives it behind his own goal. Pressured there. Levine fights it off and at least gets the puck to the red line. Berthlet circling in his own end. Kinnenberg. Up over the line come the Huskies. Try to be set back down low. Lavoie got his stick there. Just clear the Stingers do, and now they pick it up. It's Nadeau. Nadeau takes a shot stop by Ross, who holds on for a face-off. 6:24 remaining in the third period.
Nadeau's had some really good opportunities off the transition and going on towards the rush to that one most recently. Again, taking a shot from the outside, but still doing his best to generate some offense for the Stingers.
Wong will line up in the circle against Anctil. Anctil showing her the circle. Bizier will have to take his place. Face off one back by Concordia. Havlena on his backhand, sends it down into the corner. It's soccered forward by Saskatchewan, and Jordan knocked down by Concordia. At the point, shot from La Rochelle right on, and Roddy Ross holds on for a face-off.
That's a good job there by Roddy Ross, as Anctil was right on the doorstep, and an absolute rocket coming from the point, throwing it on net from La Rochelle.
So Wong and Anctil once more line up in the draw. Anctil wins it back to La Rochelle at the top of the circle. He shoots off the crossbar and up out of play. That's crossbar number 2 for Concordia. 10 seconds into this hockey game, and this second one coming with 6:08 remaining in the third period.
Well, 2 for Concordia and 2 for the Huskies as we take another look at that absolute bomb coming from La Rochelle. The fact that it made it through and hit the crossbar, I mean, some really great shots that we're seeing here from both sides.
Face off one once more. La Rochelle fires another one. This one goes wide. Holt. Down low, Prefontaine finds an outlet pass. Stebbings with speed. Pillar over to the far side. Holt trying to feed it back to Pillar. Concordia converging on that puck, and now will take possession. Here's La Rochelle to the far side. Bizier carries it over the line. Joao to Anctil. He shoots. Great blocker save from Roddy Ross. Prefontaine lifts it high up in the air. That'll be hand pass as Joao got way up, climbed the ladder to glove that down, and Bizier touched up.
I was going to say, some good air caught there for sure on that job. Put him in the outfield.
Until close, but Roddy Ross there to flash the blocker out to make a crucial save late here in the third period as the Huskies try and come back and tie this hockey game up at 1. Lavoie gets it out into the Huskies zone. Kinneberg. Kozer. Up over the line. Kozer, sharp angle chance. He fanned on that shot attempt. Lavoie. Keeler on the top of the circle. Takes a shot quickly out of nowhere, but Hertubis is there to hold on for a face-off.
Yeah, it was that puck that just kind of squeaked loose, and Keeler was there as the recipient, just able to get a nice shot on Hertubis. But again, the common theme for the Huskies here, no bodies out in front. So the shot was taken from a better spot on the ice, a better angle, 100%, but had eyes all the way for Hertubis to be able to track it.
Long wins the draw back. Kinneberg steps up, pinned up against the boards by Bizier. Petruik in there for Saskatchewan as well, comes up with the puck. Cross-ice pass. Kozer, his shot, big block there by Concordia. That was Anctil, I believe, who got in between. La Rochelle pokes it forward. Joao to Bizier, trying to clear. Petruik lost his stick, has to get a stick off the bench, couldn't play that puck. Bizier now will carry it. Here's a chance for Concordia. Bizier works to the outside. Now behind goal, Bizier turns, fires, and Roddy Ross holds that puck between his blocker and his side for a face-off with 4:30 remaining in the third period.
Absolute huge block there by Anctil, and he's had a good game all the way around, not only the goal scorer, but again, contributing on the block shots in the defensive zone as time is ticking down, and great opportunity there that Bizier had really nice patience shown as he didn't just force anything, he went around, took the scenic route, and decided to take a shot there on Roddy Ross. And interesting too that Saskatchewan didn't really touch him, they just were very content to let him go and take that scenic route.
16 block shots for the Stingers in this hockey game, and a big one there as well by Anctil. Jordan, his pass is chipped in by Pillar. Agostino flips it down ice. Glove down by Nadeau. A tight end going through the middle. He caught that pass. Jordan. Charon gets it back down low for Nadeau. At the point, Innes for Concordia. Havlena down low for Charon. Spins, fires. That's off the pad of Ross. Holt battling in the corner. Jordan comes up with it here. Bayros gets it forward. Stebbings to Pillar. Pillar makes one move. Holt chasing as well. Havlena first to it. Separated off the puck as both players go tumbling. Concordia, though, pick it up. 2-on-2 the other way. Big hit as Agostino takes a hit to get the puck down in deep. 3:30 remaining in the third period. Huskies need a goal to try and come back in this game. It goes off like Concordia stick, so icing waved off. Stebbings into the far corner. Lavoie pins him up against the boards. Levine picks the puck up behind his own goal. Knocked off the puck. Prefontaine trying to poke it toward Pillar. Stebbings has his stick snapped. Wants a call. Not going to get one there. Peltier comes on for him. Over the line goes Concordia. Campbell. Huchette on the far side. Here's Peltier. Will work with that speed. Peltier up on the far side. Berthlet over the line. Keeler chasing. Levine first to it for Concordia. Berthlet chasing. Battle ensues. Kinnenberg with it. Kinnenberg, his shot tipped in front and just wide. Lavoie off the glass and out of play. Face-off will come. 2:28 remaining in the third period. Huskies still trailing by one, trying to force maybe extra time here at the arena at TD Place.
And you can see a bit of frustration from Stebbings as he was looking for that call, and big hit there from Yavlos, which we've come to see from other games. He's been playing very heavy on the physicality, and again, like you're mentioning, just under 2.5 minutes left to go. Huskies are getting down a little bit more to desperation. We'll keep an eye on Ronnie Ross to see when he's going to make his way to the Huskies bench.
Defensive zone draw win for Concordia off the glass. Levine and out, and that will curl just wide and be icing against the Stingers.
We'll come all the way back and do it again to the left of Urtubis. Oh, no, excuse me, to the right of Urtubis, switching it up a little bit.
And if you're head coach Brandon Cote, you're debating when do we bring Roddy Ross to the bench. They're going to want to try and win this draw and get a goal before they have to work toward that.
Well, and Roddy Ross really quite deep in his net right now, not really looking to come out anytime soon, it looks like.
Pinned up against the boards, it's sent down low. Petruic cycles to the far side. Kozer. Loschiavo. His shot tipped in front of Urtubis with a good reaction save as Petruic got a stick on it. Kept in at the line there by Loschiavo. He battles with Lavoie to the side of goal. Petruic. Gaudio pins him up against the boards. Comes up to the side of goal. Urtubis pokes that to the corner. Levine trying to clear with his teammates. Bouncing puck. Lavoie picks it up and slaps it out into the Husky zone. 1:42 remaining here in the third period. Kinnenberg leads the rush. Kinnenberg up over the line. Eyes on Ross. Roddy Ross heads to the bench now. Extra attacker out. Concordia, though, pick the puck up. Off the boards. Trying to clear. Giroir with it. Can't get it into the Husky zone. Kinnenberg right in front of the bench. Gloves it to himself. Kinnenberg drops it there. Gavlis, minute 15. Huskies get the players they want out on the ice with speed. Keeler enters the zone. Only just momentarily down the ice the other way. Prue trying to ice this game. Prue scores! Anctil gets the empty net goal. And the Concordia Stingers are 1 minute away from headed to the University Cup gold medal game.
Oh, wow, and didn't that take the wind out of the sails for the Huskies? A little bit of an unfortunate bounce for them as they were trying to enter the Concordia zone, and Concordia able to counter the other way, and Anktil getting that empty net insurance marker for the Stingers.
Second goal for Anktil as well. And a huge insurance goal for the Stingers to try and see out this last minute of play and send the Stingers to the gold medal game of this University Cup. The Huskies have to act quickly though. Ross already headed to the bench. It's picked up though. Nadeau will just fire it into the empty net, and that will seal the game. Nadeau sends the Stingers to the University Cup final.
And like you said, that'll do it really for this matchup. And it was a little bit of poor puck management on the side of Patrick, trying to force a pass through, ended up getting blocked, and that's what allowed Concordia's Nadeau to put it again into the empty net.
So the Queen's Cup champions will look to raise another trophy tomorrow evening here in the nation's capital, as they will see out these last 35 seconds. It's sent down icing will be called in a face-off inside of the Stingers' end, and a little bit of extracurriculars after frustration boiling over for both these teams. And Penner will, I believe, be headed to the box, and there's going to show him to the dressing room for the end of this game.
Yeah. And again, I get it. You know, lots of emotions, lots of frustration. It seemed like the Huskies, no matter what they were trying to do, it just wasn't going their way. A couple of posts where it could have changed the outcome of the game, but again, Concordia played a solid game of hockey here.
Officials just deciding where this face-off will take place. And it will be inside. Penalty came after the whistle, which is why it will be inside of the Stinger zone. Charon. So 5-on-5 was a 10-minute misconduct, by the way, that was given out. So stay 5-on-5. 20 seconds remaining in this one as it's sent down in by the Huskies once more. Play whistle down. The hand pass was called. Well, the coach of the year, Marc-Andre Élément, has coached his team to a berth at the U Sports University Cup gold medal game tomorrow. As Jordan for the Huskies carries it out, dumps it down in deep. The Stingers will just look to see out these last few minutes as a little extra stuff going on, as now we see a little extra physical ending to this game. It's ball that's down low. Trying to get at a Stinger. Havlena's in there as well for the Stingers.
Not shocked to see Havlena there at all.
Renier's in there. Nadeau's in there as well for Concordia. It was Agostino whose bucket was taken off by Ball with 10 seconds remaining in this hockey game.
Well, that's the frustration boiling over 100%. I mean, it's not going to change anything at this point. As you see Agostino, you know, basically giving the universal language for talking. We'll say that they're just going to be sent off at this point. And yeah, Ball really did go after Agostino there, and both teams' teammates obviously went to support and make sure they weren't alone.
.1 seconds remaining. The officials are just going to converse here for penalties inside the referee crease.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what the calls are that they come out with.
So let's preview the final a little bit here quickly while we're waiting. The U Ottawa GGs and the Concordia Stingers will be the ones to face off for gold here at the University Cup. An all-OUA matchup and teams that are very familiar with each other. Concordia getting the better hand of the GGs in the regular season.
And it's going to be a good matchup there again, like you're saying, absolutely familiar with each other. It's going to be a good battle. You have two phenomenal goaltenders between Urtubise and Lepena. It's going to be an entertaining matchup for sure.
The Huskies will take on the Gales in the bronze medal game tomorrow. That'll be an 11 a.m. puck drop. The gold medal game will take place at 5 p.m. Make sure you tune in for both of those games, and if you're in the Ottawa area, grab your tickets for what's going to be a phenomenal 2 games, the bronze medal game at 11 and the gold medal game at 5 p.m. As 2 players sent over to the far side just to serve their respective penalties. We'll play, I believe, 4-on-4 here for the last 10.1 seconds. Holt will line up in the circle against Gaudio. Concordia just looking to see these last 10 seconds out without any silliness happening, and Saskatchewan will let them see it out. The Concordia Stingers, as time ticks down, win here 3-0 in the semifinal, and the Stingers are off to the University Cup final.
Well played game for the Concordia Stingers, and Urtubise with getting the shutout here in this matchup. Huskies obviously not happy with how that play went, but again, they have a chance still at a bronze medal tomorrow at 11 o'clock, so very important for them to regroup and just prepare for the next game ahead.
It is still something to play for the bronze medal game between the Gales and the Huskies. Obviously not the medal that you would like to get, but it's still a youth sports medal, which is something to be very proud of and to work hard for. Those don't come easily.
And it's also something to build off of, right, going into the following season. So if you're able to go have a good performance there, you have the experience to draw, and then moving forward, you have building blocks at that point going into the following season.
As both teams shake hands here at the end of this hockey game, the Concordia Stingers played almost a perfect defensive game. They allowed almost nothing through the middle. They let Saskatchewan take all the shots on the outside. There were no eyes in front of Urtubise. Yes, the Huskies had 2 posts. They were inches away 2 times from tickling the twine, but were unable to, and the Stingers will be very, very proud and build on that 0 spot that they put on here in the semifinals going forward to tomorrow's game.
And that was obviously a game plan well followed by the players out on the ice from head coach Marc-Andre Elément. Again, very disciplined, very well structured in the defensive zone, recognizing that the Huskies are a fast team, a physical team, really not giving them that many opportunities to even get a cycle going, let alone opportunities coming from the slot. And when they did, they really didn't have those second, third opportunities.
As the teams head to the blue lines to receive their Nike Team Player of the Game Awards, we'll send it down to ringside for those Nike Team Player of the Game Awards.
Commandité par l'équipe Nike. Veuillez accueillir, please welcome Shannon Chin, Chief Athletics Officer at the University of Saskatchewan, to present the Nike Team Player of the Game Award. The player of the game for the Huskies goes to number 31, Roddy Ross. Congratulations. Now, please welcome Paul Chesser, Vice President Advancement, Vice-recteur au développement à l'Université Concordia, pour remettre le prix du joueur du match d'équipe Nike pour les Stingers. The Stingers player of the game with a shutout, number 30, Nicolas Urtubise. Congratulations. The stage is set. The Stingers are moving on to face the Ottawa GGs for the 2025 BioSteel University Cup. Puck drop Sunday.
As the Stingers salute their huge traveling crowd that came down to support them, our Nike team players of the game, Roddy Ross for the Saskatchewan Huskies and Nicolas Urtubise, a shutout for the Concordia Stingers. Brianna, what a great game we saw today between these two teams.
100% great matchup, and again, big key now coming in for Concordia, who are set to play the GGs in the gold medal game at 5 p.m. Acknowledge the great performance here this evening, but have to go and reset, refocus, and get ready for that gold medal matchup tomorrow night.
So that gold medal game, the Concordia Stingers will take on the Ottawa GGs. 5 p.m. puck drop here from the nation's capital. Our bronze medal game will take place at 11 a.m. The final in this one, Concordia 3, Saskatchewan 0. For Brianna Newell and everyone here at CBC, my name is Charlie McDonald. Thanks so much for watching U Sports here on CBC.
U Sports on CBC, presented by les championnats U Sport à Radio-Canada, une présentation du gouvernement du Canada, the Government of Canada, Nike, Fox 40, Veriburn Medical Supplies, Les Bagues Baron Rings, APAR, and by BioSteel.